I have a special tour for you today, piggybacking on my last tour in Brookside. Today I'm in Waldo in Kansas City, Missouri. Darling neighborhood, let's go take a look. In today's video, I'm going to show you a variety of different neighborhoods in Waldo, and we'll do some driving around. I'm going to show you some of my favorite businesses here, and I'm also going to take you through a walkthrough of a variety of different homes in several price points throughout this neighborhood via the MLS. So I'm going to show you some actual properties that sold in the last 90 days so you can really see all about Waldo. I can't wait to show you this neighborhood. I started my recording outside of McLean's Bakery. This bakery has been part of Kansas City for years and years. They did open new locations from their original, but they do have the best baked goods lunch, breakfast, and they are delicious. My daughter worked here for several years, and I ate way too much of it over that time period. So let's go into Waldo and start driving around a little bit. Waldo was named after a Dr. David Waldo, who had a farm here in 1841. The neighborhood of Waldo, again, it's not a city. It's part of Kansas City, Missouri. It's a neighborhood. Boundaries from 71st Street, which is Gregory Boulevard in Kansas City, Missouri, to 91st Street, and then State Line Road to Holmes. So it's butts right up next to Brookside, which is just, you'll see a lot of similarities in these neighborhoods. There is a little bit more affordability because you'll see there are some smaller homes here, but it also butts up next to the state line, which is the Kansas side, and it connects to Prairie Village. So you are really close to a lot of great things. You're still about 10 minutes away from the plaza, 20 minutes from downtown, lots of things in Midtown to do. It's just a really great neighborhood. Waldo has probably about 600 plus businesses. The thing I love about it is that 60% of these businesses are locally owned, and you can really see that in these businesses. There are so many good restaurants here in Waldo. Most of my favorite are here. We have the KC Beer Company, which is a wonderful brewery and has the best beer garden in the back. And if you are into New Year's Eve, but not into staying up really late, you can do a German New Year's Eve, which I think it was at 5 o'clock or 7. I can't remember. We did some bike riding with some friends, celebrated the German New Year, and we're back at our home in warm close by 8, and it was pretty great. Waldo Pizza is here, one of my family's favorites forever and ever and ever. Waldo Thai is probably the best Thai food in Kansas City, and it is closer to the 91st Street. I think it's about 83rd, maybe 95th and Warnell, and it is spectacular. There's all kinds, pretty much everything you could ever want or need is off of Warnell Road as well. It's a really walkable neighborhood. The trolley track trail connects from Brookside all the way to about 83rd Street, and it's a walkable neighborhood. You could walk to the store, you could walk to restaurants, you can walk to your doggy daycare, whatever you want, you got it, and it's pretty great. This is actually the same neighborhood that are also the most famous ice cream. Betty Ray's is here. It just doesn't get much better. Waldo is home to about 13,000 people. It's a diverse community and very friendly. You'll see lots of people outside visiting and helping each other out. It is Kansas City, Missouri schools. There are some really great charter schools nearby in Brookside. Up the street, there's the Lafayette Academy. And then St. Elizabeth's, I believe, is there, and several other private schools that you can choose to send your kids if you're not interested in Kansas City, Missouri. We have lots of two-story homes. We have lots of Tudors. We have lots of bungalows in Waldo. The portion of the area that is over past, or I guess south of 75th Street, includes more ranches than some of these other home styles, and you'll see some differences. Many detached garages in that are, some of them are accessed through an alley in the back. Some of them have shared driveways. Some of them don't have garages at all. You'll see some garages that are built into the basement as well. They're just a nice traditional Midwestern homes in here. These homes were built, some of them, especially the ones that are closer to Brookside, a lot of them were built in the 20s up into the 50s, late 40s and early 50s. There have been some more tear downs and rebuilds, and that is happening more south of 75th Street. I'm not sure why I haven't seen as many on the north side of 75th Street, and I just don't know the answer to that. If you know, please tell me in the comments below. But we are seeing more of the tear downs and rebuilds, and they're very modest. They're not $1 million homes, which I think is kind of refreshing. They're still fairly reasonable. One of the things I like the most about Waldo is that there is a range of affordability. So at the low mark, you can get a home for around 160,000, where it's a nice, decent home. You will have some things that you might need to do to it, but you can still get into the neighborhood at that price range, and they go up into the low fives. So 525 was the highest that I saw in the last 90 days that is sold in this area. Lots of community events in Waldo. This is where the trolley run starts, and that's a 5K that's been going on in Kansas City maybe forever. I don't know how long, but it's been going. I did it in college, and that was a while ago. It's a wonderful 5K, and it's actually the largest in the United States. This is one of my favorite neighborhoods in Kansas City. I would love to help you find a home here. If you are considering moving to Kansas City, please find my contact below. Send me a message, send me an email, give me a call. I'd love to help you. If you have a home in Waldo and you're looking to sell, I would love to help you with that as well. It's a beautiful and really charming Kansas City neighborhood. Okay, so I want to show you some of the neighborhoods that we've driven through here in Waldo. Let's go ahead and get into the map. I've made some notes here. So here's Gregory Boulevard, which is 71st Street. Waldo goes all the way down through. This is which is this Holmes Road to 91st, and then pretty much Ward Parkway, and then once houses start here on State Line to State Line. So I've made a few notes here about some homes that I wanted to show you. These are homes that have been sold in the last 90 days. I'm not doing homes that are for sale because there's only 5 right now. We're December 4th at recording, and inventory is very low right now. So that's just kind of the best we can do. So let's go ahead and start here. This one is, let me show you really where it is here. It's between Ward Parkway. It's on the west side of Ward Parkway. This is Prairie Village. There's the state line. So it's on the west side of Ward Parkway. Very nice little neighborhood. Some call this Brookside. It's really not. It is Waldo. So it did sell at 525,000. It's about 1,900 square feet. There aren't a lot of basement finishes on these, just because of the part of town they're in. But this is all redone, so you can see some really very nice finishes. Beautiful kitchen updates. Really, the whole house has been updated, but they've left some really nice kind of detail in the home. Wood floors are beautiful. We do have the white walls, which are now kind of the new gray. I love the sconces that they've put up in here. And I'm sure they've taken some walls out to create a little bit more of an open space. There's a little bathroom. It is the 2-story home, so all the bedrooms are upstairs. It's just a really nice, updated Waldo home. I think that's a fireplace in an upstairs bedroom too, which is kind of nice. I have some good outdoor living, a nice deck, a beautiful patio, and just really a lovely home. Again, that is at the top of the market, 525, and really nice one. So let's go back to the map. The next one I'm going to show you here is on the, here, give you a little idea. This is all kind of what we saw in Brookside as well. So 71st Street was the line. A lot of the shops I showed you were here off of 71st Street. A lot of them are on Warnell. There's a ton of shops on Warnell. There's a ton of shops here on 75th as well. This one is 363,000, 3-bedroom, 2-bath, right off 75th Street. And let's look at this one. This one was built in 1930. It went for 363,000. It is 1,200 square feet. Again, no finished basement. This has quite a lot. It's like the little Tudor style, and we have lots of original details in this one. Not quite as whitewashed, so to speak. But I love lots of these have these kind of arched doorways. Did you see that fireplace is really pretty too? A lot of the original is left in there. So we've got a lot of arched doorways, really unique. There's that pretty fireplace with this cutout. We'll see that a lot in Waldo and Brookside. Lots of screened in porches. These are typically, sometimes they're 3-season rooms. This one looks like it's all screened. So probably, spring and fall. Can't use it in the middle of the summer or the middle of the winter. Lots of detail. We have these beautiful lights, lots of gorgeous wood details. A lot of this is painted, but really, really pretty built-ins. We do see lots of galley kitchens. The kitchen in this time period when these were built wasn't the center of the universe like it is now. They are hard to bring into the rest of the house. So oftentimes they are still left as a galley kitchen. This looks like we're gone upstairs. I love a natural when they keep the bathroom the way they were. A lot of updates in the attics in these. Sort of like instead of doing the basement, they're doing attics. So this is really nice. This is fairly typical. And a little sitting room upstairs. That was probably a sleeping porch back in the day. Really good use of space in some of these Waldo homes. This is a typical Waldo basement. Not all of them show these, but this is good to see. This is the stone foundation. Then these are wonderful. They are weepy. So in the middle of rainstorms, they will be damp down here. You always need a dehumidifier, but they last forever typically, but they are a bit damp. That's why a lot of people don't finish their basements. Gorgeous backyard here. Just like a little storybook cottage. All right, let's see what's next. So we're kind of moving from this, like right next to next to Brookside down to the south. And this is 79th. We're here at Warnell Road again. So we've passed 75th Street. We're about in the middle. And this is a good example of the homes that I found went down to 125. They weren't worth looking at. This one's sold at 160, and I think it's better. These are, let's go back and see. It is a 2-bedroom, 1-bath, 768 square feet. Teeny, teeny, tiny little ranch, 1-car garage. What year was this built? 1940. So this little 2-bedroom, 1-bath is a cutie. We just have to walk into the living room. This is probably the original floor that's been refinished. We've got the little galley kitchen, probably not too updated there, as you can see, but really a functional space. We've got the pink tile in the bathroom. I do love a little pink tile. That's back to in the front room. So, and then 2 little bedrooms, and that's basically it. It's a great little house. So there are some, affordabilities there. 160 is a great price. Let's go back and see what I have for you next. So, oops. So we'll keep going a little bit farther south. Now we're at 85th Street and Summit. So this one's 265. This home is 3 bedrooms, 1.5 baths, 1,000 square feet. Again, no basements to speak of. 1-car garage. It's just got a little more polish to it. I think that other house had that same light in there. Beautiful wood floors. These are the original wood floors, probably the original windows, although they might have been updated. It's hard to tell. A little bit more space, obviously. Little eat-in dining room. Lots of screened-in porches in these neighborhoods, just because there was no air conditioning back in the day, and they really needed them. I think that's the front porch. Great galley kitchen. I love what they've done here with the bright blue cabinets and they definitely have done some updates here with new tile that looks like granite as well. So there's some updates that have happened here. Again, there's not a lot you can do with a galley kitchen without adding on to the home. And some of these just aren't going to be added on to. Cute little eat-in kitchen nook, kind of a pantry. This is unusual and an extra good, wonderful thing. Couple bedrooms, the 3 bedrooms. Updated bathroom. I think I see some original tile down there. And there's your garage. You can maybe get a car in there. Oh, that must be, I don't know where that was, off the garage. And you're right across the street from the park on this home, which is a nice bonus. And I'm going to show you one more. We're going to go all the way down here. Let's see, this is 89th Street. No, let's see. Yeah, that's 89th Street. We stop at about 91st. There's a lot of good restaurants on Warnell Road. Waldo Thai is right over in here. And I got to tell you, it's the best Thai food ever. So you're within walking distance of Waldo Thai, and I think that'd be pretty great. So this one went for $263. It does have a finished basement. We'll see what that looks like. Total square feet is 1,300, 864 upstairs. Oh, when was this built? This was built in 1940. So around the same time as my little Prairie Village house. And it does kind of have that Prairie Village look to it. It's a little full in there. We have an eat-in dining room, which is nice. I see lots of great natural wood floors. We have that galley kitchen again. We can't get away from that. And that again is just the time period that these were built. Those look like original shell or cabinets. This is kind of a Cape Cod, so you can kind of see this is one of the upstairs bedrooms, and there's the dormer that we see from the front. There's the other upstairs bedroom. Those are sometimes warm because of the way the air conditioning is vented. Bathroom, and there's probably bedroom number 3. That might be on the lower level. Another great screened-in porch, which I love. Nice big backyard. I hope we get to see the basement. Oh, shoot. We don't get to see the basement. I hope one of those rooms wasn't in the basement. Those are all main level. Okay, so no basement for you. Sorry about that.